Boudica, a name that echoes through British history as the queen who dared to defy the Roman Empire. In 60 or 61 AD, she led one of the most destructive rebellions in Roman Britain, burning cities, defeating legions, and almost driving Rome out entirely. But who was she really? And what actually happened during the revolt of the Iceni? Today, we uncover her story, as described by Tacitus, Cassius Dio, and archaeological evidence. In the mid-1st century AD, Britain was a Roman province only recently conquered. Local tribes were adapting, sometimes unwillingly, to Roman rule, taxation, and military presence. Among these tribes were the Iceni, located in what is now Norfolk, in eastern England. Their king Prasutagus ruled as a semi-independent client of Rome. Boudica was Prasutagus' wife, and after his death, she would become the central figure of one of Rome's greatest crises in Britain. Yet almost nothing is known about her early life. No portraits, no inscriptions, no contemporary descriptions survive. Our knowledge of her comes only from two Roman historians, Tacitus and Cassius Dio. When Prasutagus died, he attempted to protect his kingdom by naming Emperor Nero as joint heir along with his daughters. Tacitus tells us that Rome ignored the will completely. Instead, Roman officials annexed the kingdom outright. They confiscated Iceni lands, seized royal property, and treated local nobles as slaves. In the most shocking act, Boudica was publicly flogged, and her daughters were assaulted. This brutal humiliation violated both Roman norms and Celtic customs of honor. It was this moment, Tacitus writes, that ignited a rebellion destined to shake Roman Britain to its core. Fueled by outrage, the Iceni called upon their neighbors, including the Trinovantes, to join them. Tens of thousands gathered under Boudica's leadership, warriors armed with spears, swords, and chariots. Their first target was Camulodunum, modern Colchester, a Roman veteran colony, despised by locals. The city fell quickly. The Romans had few troops stationed there, and the Temple of Claudius, symbol of Roman domination, was besieged and burned. Archaeological excavations show a thick layer of ash and charred debris confirming this destruction. After Camulodunum, Boudica marched south toward Londinium, a growing commercial hub but lightly defended. The Roman governor Suetonius Paulinus realized he lacked the manpower to defend it. He evacuated the city, leaving it to the rebels. Boudica's army burned Londinium to the ground. Next, they advanced to Verulamium St. Albans, destroying it as well. Tacitus reports that between 70,000 and 80,000 Roman settlers and allied Britons were killed. Though this number may be exaggerated, archaeology again confirms widespread burn layers from this period. Despite the scale of destruction, Rome was not defeated. Governor Suetonius regrouped his forces, gathering veterans and remaining legions. The final battle took place at an unknown location, likely somewhere along Watling Street, where Suetonius chose ground that forced the Britons into a narrow front. The Britons vastly outnumbered the Romans, but Roman discipline, formations, and terrain advantage turned the tide. The Romans advanced in a wedge formation, pushing back the chaotic Celtic charge. By the day's end, the rebellion was shattered. What happened to Boudica remains uncertain. Tacitus claims she took poison to avoid capture. Cassius Dio states she fell ill and died, and was buried by her people. No archaeological evidence of her grave has ever been found. Although the revolt failed, Boudica's story endured. She became a symbol of resistance, revived by the Victorians, celebrated in modern culture, and remembered as the queen who dared to challenge the world's greatest empire. Her legacy continues to inspire historians, writers, and millions seeking stories of courage and defiance.